What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this third episode of Life After Undergrad, you guys will be meeting Ron. You guys will be hearing all about a few of his experience during undergrad and his life since, and I hope that you guys enjoy all of his very candid and honest answers, and stay tuned and meet Ron.
I graduated from here at Alabama A&M, spring 2018.
You rate your overall college experience, and when I say rate, like, was it great to trash or 1 to 10? How would you rate it?
Well, I'd give it a 10 just based on the simple fact, like, I got my acceptance letter like at the last minute to come here, so like basically I didn't even think I was gonna make it to college. So like I'm definitely gonna give it a 10 every time. So,
you attended the HBCU. Would you suggest a HBCU to another young black man?
I would, but I also wouldn't mind if he ended up like going to a PWI just on a basis of being more diverse. Because definitely going to HBCU, you definitely could be biased to a lot of stuff. Like you could be, it's not bad to be too pro-black, but like sometimes it blinds you from a lot of stuff.
How long did it take you to obtain your degree?
I started in 2012, graduated spring 2018.
How would you encourage somebody else that may be in a position where they're beyond the 4 years that they thought they would complete their degree?
I would tell somebody not to hold it against yourself, because there's some people who come here like 70 years old and start undergrad. There's people who start, flunk out, come back, finish. Like it really doesn't matter. Like, you know, I just don't hold that against you, especially if you're engineering. Just because, like, shoot, you might get to a certain situation and you might fail it, and that's what I had to do. Like, I failed the class and had to wait a year to take the class over. So it pushed me back another year, which I was supposed to graduate in 2017, but since I didn't do that, it pushed me back to spring 18. But all of my friends had graduated by like 2016, and my last friend was 2017. So yeah, I was there by myself.
What were your emotions during your graduating semester slash year?
My semester, like I'll say fall 2017, right before I graduated, like it was like really rough. That little stretch, just because grades were dropping, working on scene design. My team is like barely like getting stuff done. Like and this is all due to like all of us just kind of like connecting really. It's like we end up getting it done, and it was just really like so tough. It was so tough, and just knowing that by the time I graduate, I won't have a job, and that was really bad because I didn't want to walk across the stage without a job, because that was kind of heartbreaking to me. All the stuff that I accomplished in that time frame, and getting a job was one of the things I didn't accomplish, and that was kind of like heartbreaking for me.
So were you looking forward to the next step of life without that job offer?
No. No.
How were your emotions, or how did you feel on graduation day and walking across the stage?
I felt good because like my parents didn't go to college. They finished high school and they moved down to Alabama. So I'm just basically like, I'm the second person from my immediate family to graduate from college. Because my aunt graduated from here, and then me, and then my cousin. So like it felt good just because everybody got to see me, and you know, in the background I come from, I didn't let that hold me back, and just really just pursued that, and I felt good. Shoot, like I said, accomplishing all that and just being there, it was a good feeling.
What do you feel like was your biggest failure or your biggest setback while going through your undergrad years?
My biggest failure was not catching my own self first, because if I would have known that like I could have gotten farther by just networking, I would have started that as soon as I got here, But since I didn't, a lot of stuff I had to really like unlearn and then learn some things. This whole process of going to school, just knowing that I had so many people in EKT that like basically like was doing so much stuff and had to watch them succeed and while I'm failing, that's the word people like to say, but it's just everything's a humbling experience. So
What was your biggest struggle after walking across the stage?
shoot, coming to grips with myself that I might not get a job until years down the line. That was like bad. And then actually like having to move back home with my parents and like live there and like have no money. Shoot, just have no money, not buy clothes, buy shoes when I want to. It's a really sad situation.
Talk a little bit about seeing people around you move forward. So after you graduate, how did it feel watching those people have those jobs lined up already and watch them move along with their lives? How did that feel for you?
I feel like I failed just because it made me feel like I was, my whole time here, I wasted time. Like I was like so unprepared to walk because like you can have somebody like really like not do anything the whole college career and then all of a sudden by the time graduation you be like, oh, they got a job, and you just looking at them like, but I know I worked harder than you, and you're not supposed to be like that, but it's a true situation. But it's just, you just don't need to, like, you really don't need to worry about anybody else's like walk. It's your own personal thing that you have to go through yourself. But yeah, that's just, it's bad because, and especially if you don't talk to anybody, a lot of people don't really know what you're going through, but you don't want to talk to anybody because you don't want to hear any encouraging words from them because you think it's kind of like BS because they have a job and you don't. So it's, no, you can't at all.
How do you feel like people should approach new grads when they want to know what's next?
Okay, let me cuss. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit bothers me. Like, that shit bothers me because, like, I hate especially, like, family members that, like, come and ask me, oh, you got a degree now, oh, you got money, let me hold $1, all that extra BS. But it's like, bro, I don't have $1. I'm at home with moms right now. Like, that don't really bother me. Just, being there with my parents, but it bothers me because when you have your grandparents, you have your uncles, aunts and stuff ask you what you're gonna do next, and it's like, I have no idea. Like, I really have no idea. But I will say, like, I was more creative when I was, like, in that situation. I was more creative. I really thought about my next move very, like, had a lot of strategy to it. So just being in that situation, a lot of things kind of arose to a certain extent. Like I was, like, my intellectual level kind of, rose up a little bit. So, it's all a great situation to be in, but sometimes I'm glad to be away from that because it can bring a lot of depression to you. And like I said, not talking to people, it make it seem like, and then it's time we in now, like everybody's talking about therapy and all that stuff and anxiety. I did have a lot of anxiety, like just, especially when people talk to you about their day. That's the shit that really gets on my nerves. Like, I don't have a job, but you calling me about your day. Like bro, like.
You probably just take a step and realize I don't have.
I don't have a job, and I can't relate to you, and you can't relate to me, and you're telling me how I should feel about my situation, where you can literally wake up and go buy what you want. You can take care of somebody. You can do what you can, and when it's time for me to take care of somebody, I can't do anything, and that is just terrible.
So you talked a little bit about depression and overthinking, which overthinking can lead to depression. How did you deal with post-grad depression, or how are you dealing with it?
I just made shit. Like, I made shirts, I made clothing, I made just shit out of nothing. Like, anything I can make, I think I can create something out of it. I can do something on Instagram, post something on Instagram, or make somebody laugh, do something like just to get myself out of it and really not look at myself as like I'm a failure, because like it's so easy to like really look at yourself like you're a failure when everybody's success is like being broadcasted and your failure is like being put on the front page, and it's really not. It's just you really think that
it is, 'cause it's your world.
Yeah, and it's like you just really have to get out of it, and like you really have to understand like people, and another thing too, that would really suck for somebody if like they were here and they like became like a president, or they became this and this and this and this, and then nothing happened for them. That could be a more critical situation, and thank God for my situation, I wasn't that, but still, it's still bad to a certain extent, because like I have like so many people around me that's like doing great things, and I try like my hardest to like really not that deter me from my my walk.
So what did post-grad depression look like for you? Like what were some habits or bad habits that you gained?
Eating, gaining weight, looking atrocious. Just, I don't know, just gaining weight is so bad. Like, just having bad habits, staying up late at night, health getting bad, drinking a lot, drinking beers, drinking alcohol. It's just like, to a certain extent, drowning in your own sorrows, just thinking like every day is a party, and when it's not, you just don't want to like really just sit down and look at yourself. Yeah, this is all bad. Like you just really just you don't like what the fuck time. Like you don't really care. Like it's just bad.
Yeah. Do you feel like you had to go to grad school, or just grads without job offers feel like they have to go to grad school just to suffice for not having a job?
Yeah.
Or to look like they're doing something?
My situation, it wasn't to look like I was doing something, like I kind of had to. Like, I just basically just wanted to feel like I was like on a road to do something better, in which I had to do it because that was the only way that I could give myself a restart with my GPA. So yeah, I did that.
What do you think, like during your job hunting or like interviews that you were doing, why do you think you were being rejected?
I think it was because I didn't show a lot of character, and I think that's what it's all about, because the job I work at now, like a lot of them aren't like over the top intelligent, and intelligent is not, and I've learned too, like when people like say, oh, he's smart, like that's just in this one particular subject, but he may be not well versed in another one. So it's a lot of them they know how to talk a good game. So that's what I learned too, like learning how to like talk to somebody, like really like go in depth about what I'm doing, rather than try to sit and just talk about my resume, and really understand that like they don't care. They're trying to learn if I can fit their system. And if I can fit their system, they will give me an offer today.
So how do you deal coming home after work and feeling drained? Or do you feel drained when you come home from work?
Yeah, like cause me, like I work on a shift every day. So like I come home tired, hot, want to take a shower, I stink, all that. So it's so draining. But luckily, because when I got hired to that job, I was thinking like, oh, I'm about to be around like a whole bunch of people that don't look like me, or that aren't as young as me or whatever. But when I got there, people don't look like me, but they understand certain things. So it's like I could talk to them how I would talk to anybody else. Certain things they don't understand, but they understand enough to the point I could be myself. I don't have to come up there with a whole mask every day, and I don't. And that's my biggest thing. Like, cause me personally, I really feel like you don't have to do that. Some people feel like you do, but I don't, because that's too much stress that I have to deal with at my job. Anyways.
Do you have student loans, and do you realistically feel like you'll be able to pay off your student loan debt? Or is it a priority?
I do have student loans. Yes, it's a priority because I just feel like that's just like a black cloud hanging over my head. Is it a lot? Hell yeah. Because I came from, like I said, I started this whole little school journey without the knowledge of what it all consists of. So like I said, my parents go to college. And I also, in high school, it wasn't I'm not gonna say it wasn't a big deal, but it wasn't like, Ron, you gotta make all A's or I'm gonna beat your ass. It wasn't like that, but like I wish I could have done better, and that's one thing that I didn't get. So like my kids, like I'm not playing about this shit because I'm not paying all this shit. So like yeah, I wish I had done better in high school so I could like have like 3-4 scholarships. Like when I just got one for like what it was last spring for scholarship. I was hella excited because that's the first scholarship I ever had in my life. So I'm like, what the hell? And that shit happened like just out of nowhere. But yeah, I have a lot, and that shit is like heavy on my head because it's like it's so much. I ain't gonna say so much, but it's just a lot. And do I think I'll be able to pay it? Yeah, if I hit the lotto. But like other than that, yeah, I think I can get it done though. Like I just gotta pay it in increments every time I get paid. But yeah, I can get it done.
Okay, you go from college to adulthood. What was a few things or one thing that you learned that you had no clue about?
But I think I'm like one of those people, like I know at least a little bit about everything, and it's just coming up because my dad, my aunt, my uncle, my granddad sell houses, so I knew about write-offs and stuff like that. But as far as how taxes go, I still have to call and ask how to do a W-2, that type of shit, and really learn about taxes. Like shit, this is my first job. Like I just got a 401k. I didn't know what the hell that was. Like I'm like retirement plan. The fuck?
Did you know how to properly negotiate your offer?
Cause I never had one. One thing I learned about them offer letters, bro, like that big number, you're not getting that shit. You're just not getting that shit, and it sounds cool to tell somebody, but you say you're getting 100, you really getting like 40 or 50. So yeah, it's just like it's just a big number to blow your head up. They don't really, the day they start putting that in the offer letter, break it down, the money that they give you, but the shit that the government gonna take back, the day they start doing that, a lot of people gonna be negotiating a little bit better.
Right. What encouraging words would you give to another black male graduate from HBCU?
Being a black man or a black woman, you need to be well versed in a lot of avenues, just basically coming from where you come from, because you already like got an L on your chest because you're at a HBCU. People think, people don't pay those schools enough money for them to have the type of technology that I had. So they couldn't know what I know. You have to really just take the time and really read a lot of stuff. I do a lot of reading and not just books. Like I don't like to read books that much. I get my information by like blogs, interviews, just reading like little pages and stuff like that. Just learning what type of time people are on, just in the world. Like 'cause people are doing a lot of investing. Just learning what people are investing in, learning where they're putting their money towards, like schools. What jobs will be the cash cow in the future, and just learning that a field right now like computer science and stuff like that, a lot of hands-on jobs are not going to be the more paying jobs here come future. So it's just, you gotta really stay versed on that, because you don't want to get into a field where you're technically doing it for nothing, but you're not, but it's like you kind of are, because you're going to be at a standstill. You're going to get out and you're like, oh, now I have to go to grad school. Well, damn, now I have to go get a PhD. Well, shit, now nobody wants a PhD because you're overqualified, so now I have to go teach at a high school. So it's like, it's a lot of stuff that they try to put you through just to bring you back in the circle to go right there. So it's just like, you have to really learn that what's going on out here. So
my last two questions are, do you think it's important to have a mentor during college and after college? Like in your job, do you feel like you should have a mentor at your job? And did you feel like it was important for you to have a mentor or a mentee during undergrad?
I say it was a good idea for me to talk to a lot of people, because I talk to people that encourage me to be an alpha. I talk to people to encourage me to be an EKT. I talk to people to encourage me to really just grow up and just really just become who I want to be and who I thought I was. Just trying to like grow. So I would say yes to that question. It's just you need a mentor, because you definitely can't be out here doing it by yourself, because you're gonna mess up somewhere, and then who you gonna turn around and talk to? Can't turn around and talk to yourself. But you need that. And it's great to have a mentee. I don't have one. I just use people just like if somebody on the street or somebody I know, I use them as my mentee, just to like, yo, this, talk to them, and just give them a word of advice. Sometimes people get tired of it because they say I'm too preachy sometimes. But
I said people need to hear.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. Like I'm better now. Just because I got out of it, and I will say, due to a lot of people like my parents, 'cause I would like get mad and like say it about myself around them, and they would like just fix me up or tell me this, that's not how you're supposed to do it. 'Cause I talked to my mom a lot, and like she would like tell me a lot of stuff. Like she kind of gave me encouraging words, and you got people around you that'll give you encouraging words to make you feel better about yourself, and just like just overall, just not just really just putting it all on yourself and saying everything's your fault, because you do that to yourself. That's how people get out there and they just get so down in the dumps, and that's how you just hear about that type of stuff on the news.
Do you have any advice that you want to give to a fellow postgrad, a freshman, a sophomore, a junior, senior, or somebody that's graduating like myself? What would you say to them?
I would say that for a senior, like from sophomore to junior, if you're going through anything, you're definitely not alone. You definitely can talk to somebody. You should talk to somebody. Don't feel bad about going to a conference or going to like an interview and you're nervous. You're supposed to be, because if you're too confident, then something's wrong with you. It's just because if you're just if you're overconfident, like I don't know, you gotta bring that down like a little bit. Bring that, how somebody normally say, bring that 10 to it too a little bit. Like it's just you just really just gotta believe in yourself. And for a freshman, you just started, like just really just because you really think that you're going about this the wrong way, in which like said, I know you're having fun, just really just kind of get back into the mode of knowing what your end goal was. Because if you don't have an end goal and you're just here doing nothing, you're wasting money. Because this shit costs too much money to be playing with it. So I just say stay just on your whatever you came here to do. Like, was it to network? You need to go to barbering school. Go get an engineering degree, do fashion. You need to be doing something on the side, because it's too many people around here that will love you, and you're not putting forth the effort to build yourself. So I would say just use all your outlets wisely. Shout out to Etta Capital. Shout out to DG Gangster. Shout out to everybody that helped me along my way. Instagram is Johnny X Supreme. Take the U out, put a V in this meeting. That's it. That's all I got. Oh, and I do make clothes. I'm just in the process of doing everything right now. Just staying out of the way because it's too oversaturated out there.